saw this man here last week as he interfered into the Danny Doring match, coming out and attacking Danny Doring, and now he's going to be taking on the IPW heavyweight champion. It's Chris Chetti. He's going to be facing the man, Agent Steele.
Chris Chetti, trained by his cousin, the master of the Tazplex. Taz, he was the first graduate of the Hearts of Hardcore that Taz was the trainer for. He was the
She comes out wearing the belt, and Agent Steele is trying to make no mistake about it. She is the champ.
He claims that she's the champ. He gives credit where credit's due, but what the hell is he doing wasting that water? Here at the WrestlePlex, I believe it's $2 a bottle, for God's sake.
Not to mention, it's very, very needed in the heat box when we pack the house here at the WrestlePlex. And these two guys lock up and go to the corner right away. Chris Chetti being very, very aggressive, but you're not going to intimidate the IPW heavyweight champion.
He's been in there with everybody. He's been in there with Sandman. It doesn't matter if it's somebody that's supposed to be some hardcore icon or somebody from ECW like Chris Chetti, who is supposedly some master technician of this wrestling sport. He comes in there, he wants to get in the head, just like I said earlier about Naphtali. He's one of those type of people that wants to play the mental games with Agent Steele. He wants to get in the head of the champion. He wants to get that upper hand. It's not going to happen. Agent Steele has seen it all. He is our champion.
And a very, very fine champion at that. He's beaten everybody there is to beat here in IPW. Now guys coming from all over the globe to try to get a piece of Agent Steele. And right now, he's taking it to Chris Chetti.
Chris Chetti come to IPW with a hell of a resume. Obviously, WWE is very interested in him. He has a hell of a lot of tours overseas. He's done everything he can to establish himself in the business. He knows coming to IPW Hardcore Wrestling and beating Agent Steele for that IPW title would be a huge accomplishment. It would do nothing but further his career. But the truth is, it doesn't matter what Agent Steele does. It doesn't matter what Chris Chetti does. The best man will win in this match, and my money's on Agent Steele.
Agent Steele and Chris Chetti both showing their amateur wrestling background there. Nice maneuver by Chetti, but it gets him right into the ropes. Hopefully for Agent Steele, he can drape a leg over and get out of this maneuver quickly.
There again, there's the background of Taz, going right to the submission. But you got to know where you are in that ring. Agent Steele always got the presence of mind to know when he's right there by those ropes. Aaron, this was another huge packed house at the Florida WrestlePlex, just like we're going to have on October 26th when we invade Deltona, Florida at the Pine Ridge High School. Your champion will be there. Whether it's Agent Steele, whether it's Chris Chetti, I don't know. The IPW heavyweight champion and the entire roster of IPW will be in Deltona October 26th.
And from what I understand, Naphtali and Cynic will have a rematch in Deltona as well, in quite an unusual matchup. Tell us a little bit about that, Niemi.
I'm not going to sit here and try to give credit to the match that you're actually screwing up. It's on November 2nd at Lealman Discovery School. We got Cynic and Naphtali in the dreaded living room death match.
The living room death match, what in the world is that?
On November 2nd, Lealman Discovery School, right across the street from the Florida WrestlePlex, the first ever living room death match. You'll have coffee tables, you'll have ottomans. From what I understand, there's even going to be an easy chair that comes into play.
It just gets crazier and crazier here in IPW. Chetti and Agent Steele spilling outside the ring, and Chetti taking some punches right after getting his head rammed into the side of the ring by Agent Steele. These guys were showing some wrestling earlier. Now they're showing they can brawl as well.
Agent Steele is known for having one of the hottest tempers in IPW. Everybody talks about Todd Shane like he's some out-of-control animal. Sure, that's true. Sure, he comes back under doctor's orders to not wrestle 30 days early. But you're talking about Agent Steele. This guy can't control himself whatsoever, and he doesn't use the motto, don't blame me, it's the gas. That's Naphtali and Todd Shane, for God's sake.
Naphtali does need to calm down just a little bit. He's making enemies everywhere he goes, just as Agent Steele's making enemies, not because of his attitude, not because of his temper, but because he's the man here in IPW. Everybody around the globe is learning who IPW is, and it's about damn time, and they all want a piece of the glory, but Agent Steele is going to do everything in his power to keep that belt right here at home, and right now he's taking it to Chris Chetti once again. I tell you what, you thought ECW was hardcore, but you just came down here to IPW, and you learned that hardcore in 2002 is right here at the Florida WrestlePlex.
It's not too often that you get to call somebody getting hit in the head with a nice refreshing can of soda at the Florida WrestlePlex. But that's what we just seen. Agent Steele did everything he could. It doesn't matter if he's got to take a can of Coke. It doesn't matter if he has to take Tiffany. What the hell are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at him smacking Chris Chetti on the ass. I guess he thought Tiffany was in there, and that's the same maneuver she gives him whenever he does that to her.
A new kick right to the McGroin, followed up by a wicked clothesline to the exposed throat of Agent Steele, who's dropped to the canvas. Chris Chetti uses the opportunity, and he takes over. Agent Steele better get his wits about him, or he might become the former IPW heavyweight champion.
Well, there he goes, taking over once again. Great back and forth action between these two competitors. It's worthy of the IPW title match. These two are going at it. We've had Scoot Andrews, we've had AJ Styles, Billy Fives, Mike Sullivan, Cuban Assassin, all hold that title. But Agent Steele has proved that he belongs with those guys, and since he's beaten many of those guys, he might be even better.
Once again, you talk about the presence of mind and know where you are in the ring at all times. What looks like a slingshot by Agent Steele basically gets turned into a modified Boston Crab. He had Chris Chetti right where he needed him. He got to the ropes, but it did Chetti no good as he's getting absolutely leveled by wicked chops to the chest by Agent Steele. And you've seen the sweat flying off of Chris Chetti. It was over 172 degrees in the Florida WrestlePlex on this evening.
And for once, Niemi is not exaggerating. It was brutally hot, but these guys going at it tooth and nail. Nonetheless, none of the fans are leaving. Everybody wants to see this match and all the other great matches of the WrestlePlex fans. I know you're seeing great parts of this match just like you do all the matches, but if you want to see them in their entirety, you have to come down to the Florida WrestlePlex or to Lealman or to the Expo Center, wherever one shows, and catch the entire card just to see how insane everything really is. Or if you can't make it down, at least go get yourself a copy of this tape in particular at highspots.com.
You got to go to highspots.com and get the tapes if you can't attend these shows live. You mentioned Lealman. You talk about a great show. We got Abdullah the Butcher returning to IPW Hardcore Wrestling. We've got Steve Corino coming back on that show, which will be co-promoted with the NWA Florida. We got Danny Doring, the NWA Florida Heavyweight Champion. That's just a long line of all these great shows that IPW keeps putting on. I don't care if it's Deltona, I don't care if it's Lealman, I don't care if it's back at the WrestlePlex. You got the likes of Agent Steele, Chris Chetti, and the entire roster of IPW tearing it up night after night.
And my good buddy Joe Price tells me at that Lealman show, Danny Doring will be defending that NWA Florida heavyweight title against none other than the Steel Dark Tips champion of Buffalo, New York, Pat McGroin.
You talk about arrogance. You talk about stupid. I'm sitting over there putting this Chris Chetti over like he's some type of guy that got his act together. Somebody that understands what the IPW heavyweight title is worth. And he tries to pin our champion, Agent Steele, by putting one finger on his chest. Sorry, Chris Chetti, you better hook that leg. I don't care if you got to grab the tights. Show some respect, and you won't be getting backdropped about 10 feet through the air like you just did.
I don't know if it was cockiness that caused him to do that, or if he knew Agent Steele wasn't ready to be pinned and he just wanted to get into his head. But either way, you do something like that to a hothead like Agent Steele, he's going to come at you that much harder, and he's going to level you in the corner and make you fall flat on your face with a leg lariat. Not a leg lariat, a leg drop to the back of the head off Billy Gunn style, just like that. And I thought we had a 3 count, Niemi, but give Chris Chetti credit, he kicked out.
He did kick out of a big, huge, wicked finishing maneuver that would have been the end of most competitors. He got out of it, and once again, oh, huge neck breaker. Agent Steele, this might be it. Chetti and Gold, what the hell's he going to the outside of the ring for? The champ is laid out on his back. The 86-year-old Jim Bragg is checking on him. He's constipated again, but he's doing his job. Agent Steele, get up already, for God's sake. Chetti's got a steel chair, and he's about to destroy you.
He thinks he's Devin Nash.
No. He doesn't. He throws a chair to Jim Bragg, and then, oh my God, right to the chair and into the face of Chris Chetti, who is busted wide open. 1, 2, and 3. Yes! Still your IPW heavyweight champion, Agent Steele. Chris Chetti absolutely ripped open. That was an incredible match, Aaron.
Incredible match, fans. We've got much more incredible action to come. And we've already had 2 great title